Hey y'all, welcome back. Well, if you watched the last episode, you know there's kind of a cliffhanger there at the end because things changed. But I'd like to introduce y'all to Stubby. This is probably an early 80s, mid 90s mini camper that somebody's worked on and built. The guy that I bought it from, and by the way, thank you, he really cut me a deal on this. I got it a lot cheaper than what I thought it would. He put an axle under it, springs, built the trailer, and set the box back on it. So this is actually 6.5 foot wide, 8 foot long. I've got the back opened up here for you. It's got the old style door on it. Interior's partially finished. It's been sitting for a little while. It did come with 3 rims, has the rollout windows. And the main reason I stopped on the other project is because, for one, flooring, vapor barrier, all the stuff, the lumber. The biggest hang up for me was finding the siding. Was I going to use shed siding, lap siding? Was I going to use aluminum? What was I going to use? And I knew that would be super expensive, and putting a rubberized top on it. And I was really torn between just buying an enclosed or finding an aluminum wrapped trailer. And this one just happened to show up. And I'd been watching it for a while. I'd started to ask about it during deer season when I seen it on there, and then it disappeared, and it's been off there for a long time. And then it popped back on, and me and Kim went and looked at it and got it for a killer deal. It come with 2 sets of cushions. I got that set that was original to it, and then I've got cushions right there with it. And like I said, it had 3 rims. It's got the roll-up jack on it, 2-inch ball. It's got the vintage lights on the side. All lights work, but I'm going to rewire them. But got, like I said, roll-out windows. It does have a couple leaks. I'll show you on the inside what's going on. So as y'all can tell, it's got it's been partially done. He did a little work to it. He's got some the dinette for in here. Started the countertop on this side. It does have a leak in that corner and has a leak in this corner. They've started the closet in here. I've got the screens for all the window, 112-volt light in the top that's wired that I'll rewire. And it's got a lot of cool options, a lot of things that I've got to get started on. So, and I'll show you the front of it. So basically this is the front. 2-inch receiver. It's got the old style crank jack. The trailer was built out of like a 1x4 material, 1x3. That the axle and everything's welded to. So that's basically it. It does have an old school battery tray up here, but I'm going to change all that out. But that's basically the front. These are the same style windows, the 3 windows that's in it. This thing got a Purple Power bath last night, a complete brushing except for top. Got a complete brushing on the fenders and everything else, and then I hand washed it with a sponge, and it turned out. It kind of sucks to even paint it, which I've got some ideas for a paint job, but this thing turned out really, really clean. I did a lot of butyl tape up high, so I'm gonna have to pull that strip off and see what that's about and possibly redo it. The good thing is it's 2 pieces right there. So might even change all the strip all the way down. Not sure. But pretty sweet for old Stubby. So in the current state it's in, I have figured out what I want to do. And there'll be a series of videos coming out on it. I'm going to have to disassemble this thing to an extent. I have to get the body up. There's no vapor barrier. It's exposed wood and it's painted underneath. So I need to get it up, insulate the floor, get a vapor barrier, and while I've got the trailer freed up, then I can put my jacks on, do any other welding I need, get the paint done. I've noticed that the wires are pinched, so they must run all the wires and then set the body back down on this trailer, and it just pinched all the wires. So I think that's why I've got lights sometimes and don't have them other times. So the body has to come off. That'll be probably episode 1, doing all that. We'll start a series. We're going to step inside here and show you the configuration of how it's going to lay out now. So after looking at this, I brought a tabletop in here and kind of thought about a stove and a sink. But the more I look at this, I need more room to have camping or people in here. And I don't have a whole lot of space with the 8-foot length camper. So the state is now, there's a cushion here and a cushion here, and the table goes here. The table goes down, and the 2 top cushions, which I don't have in here, they will lay in the middle to make a full-size bed. It'll be 73 by whatever, which will basically be an RV full size. But then I have the problem is that I can't really put a bunk up here because of the structure and the windows. The windows are blocking me from putting bunks in. Even if I raise the bunk here, it eliminates the seating area, and the seating area would be nice during hunting or sitting with the kids or whatever. So what I've decided to do, as you can see, there's a small cabinet and a big void here where this structure is built. I need to do the exact same thing on this side, only with a sink, an air conditioner, and a microwave here. So my main power stuff will be in that corner. So here is the plan. I'm going to cut another cushion to fit here with a baseboard. This will sleep one person, 24 inches by 76 inches long. That will fit one person if I get a cushion to cut here. I want to duplicate the same thing for this side. So this box stays and all the bracing, but this has to be trimmed down and fixed to where it is identical to this side. The only difference is there'll be a closet with an electrical here, 12-volt lights, plug-ins here. There'll be a plug-in in this wall, an AC here, microwave possibly here with some cabinetry all the way around. And then this side will match this side. That way, if there's 2 of us, 2 men or whatever, we can sleep this way, or I can sleep here and the grandkids sleep here, or make the bed across and have a full bed, plus this little setting section will still be a setting section with the cushion. The cushions that go along the top can also double as pillows if needed. So I've got the screen I just finished here and put in. I've got the screens here I've got to paint for the inside. So I think we're going to jump from the inside to getting to work on the outside. I've got so many places I can start on this and very little time that I need to be working on this. So I would say the next episode is going to be me removing the body, insulating the bottom, and putting a vapor barrier, running the lights, and everything else. These fenders are attached to the box. So I'm hoping I can take all the carriage bolts out on this thing and pick the box up, roll the trailer out from under it. I've got my jack plates made just like I made for that trailer in the last video. So I want to get all my jacks on it so I can jack it up how I want to. And plus I can paint this underneath. I can paint the trailer and have it put back under it. Me feel good about the way the wiring is run, where it falls out. And I might even put steps on the back right here and a carry-all on both sides to hold, coolers or whatever. I've got some more ideas, so that'll definitely be in the next episode. So I'll go ahead. That's what's happened to the body. I want to introduce y'all to Stubby, and I'm going to show you what we're going for right here. I believe this is a design that I want to do. And as you can see, it's drab green, black. I have new trim coming. I have some stuff for the roof coming. I have coating, I have tape, I have all this stuff going. So this is what it's going to look like in the end. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I introduced you to Stumpy. The grandkids come and played in it yesterday. They really like it. Some of this old school trim is going to come off and have a little bit newer rendition. The windows will be blacked out. The body will be drab green. There'll be some graphics and possibly side toolboxes and an outside kitchen area that I can just hook stuff on and put my stove on. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to get to the build series of this. Deer season's coming, and the Honda Pioneer 8-year review is coming on my Honda Pioneer 1000. So deer season's fixing to get started. Camper building list and hunting. Love y'all. See you on the next video.